Bit of confusion about the numbers and the ticks. For next time, probably you use only the ticks. Don't use the numbers, because there was some invalid ballot papers where there was the mix of the numbers which made those ballot paper invalid. From observing the AGM, I would suggest to all of you, because when you receive the notice for the AGM, to be in contact with the treasurer or the secretary to clarify issues. It's no point to wait for the AGM day and argue. The AGM should finish in 1 hour, shouldn't stay that long. Because you're supposed to read the reports and make notes, and hopefully you could correspond with the relevant office bearer to say, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that. With the treasurer, I'm sure he was under a lot of pressure, but I think he would have done it if he changed his presentation to make it clearer. I'm not sure why there was, you counted people, and he could have said like the 23,000 were paid for X amount of numbers of people, and every person cost $10. I'm not sure what happened there, but why you waited till the AGM day, why you didn't question that before? Having said the other question, I wasn't sure if you have an auditor, if your account's being presented and endorsed by an auditor. An outside auditor is needed to confirm the account's validity. So those issues, don't argue about it and waste your time. We want to live in harmony, and you are a community, and I'm sure you love each other, so please give yourself an applause. Going through AGM and election, you are participating in your civic duties. You are participating in all what you need to be an Australian citizen, and those your rights. They are not something, it's maybe, maybe not now. They are your rights to enjoy, and you must practice those rights to show your loyalty to Australia. You are Australian Nigerians. You are no longer just Nigerians, you are Australian Nigerians, and you are proud of it, I'm sure of that. With the Constitution and changing of any part of it or any clause, you don't have to wait till the AGM. You can ask the Secretary through the President to call for a special meeting and call a special general meeting. You don't need to wait for the AGM. But I would suggest to your new executive, which Wally is going to announce in a minute, that you need to do more consultation. So we don't want to see people upset coming to the AGM. We need people to understand all the process and clear about your accounts and the process and everything happening with the association. You are the members, you are responsible as much as the executive, not just the executive. You are responsible too to do whatever needed to make sure the credibility of the association. Just I would suggest more consultation. However, if someone wants to help the executive, they should have working committees. Just come up with the new ideas. As I said, it's not just the executive responsibilities. Every one of you should participate and suggest a new idea to prosper the organization. Otherwise, you'll be forgotten. I'm happy to see some of the youth, younger generation participating, but we need to encourage more participation of the young ones. It's no point just to have the elders. You need to pass the baton to the new generation to make sure your culture is kept alive. Because if you don't pass the knowledge to the younger generation, there will be no Nigerian culture in the future. Just to finish what I wanted to say. I want the organization to build more and better relationship with the three levels of government. The local government, your council representative, your state representative, and the federal representative. I haven't seen any of them today. You must encourage and make sure you build a good relationship with your representatives, because they are the decision makers about any funding you might need in the future. You are not going to count only on fundraising and selling chocolate or a dinner dance or whatever. You need some support from the government, and you need to have a good relationship. Make sure you meet the three representatives, the local, the state, and the federal. The other parties, I want to see all of you participating in the political system. And I don't care which party, if a Labour, Liberal, Green, it doesn't matter. I am a member of the Labour Party, but it doesn't matter. I want to see you participating in the political system, because that will show your leadership and to make sure that your community is prosper further, but you are up to the challenge to be part of the Australian society. So well done, congratulations, and Wally will announce the winner. By the way, there is no winner or losers, because participating in this process, it's a win-win situation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam. I think that is the take-home point for tonight. No winner or loser. If you declared the winner, please, you're going to lead everybody. So you just have to mend your ways and listen. Like you have said, we should consult with each other and decide. Tonight, I want to specifically thank the electoral committee members. Vice President, thank you so much. Mr. Peter Imaneloa, thank you so much. And the lady, Mrs. Balolo, thank you. It has been very, very hectic, but we thank you all for your participation and the interest. Tonight we had 281 valid ballot paper. And we have some that are invalid. I will start by announcing our executive for the year, by announcing the position that were not contested for. The youth secretary will be Ms. Jane Iwante. And our news treasurer will be Mrs. Sarah Igueli. And the PRO for NSV for the next 3 years of amendment will be Mr. Charles Afolabi. The financial secretary will be Mr. Ben Orisajimi. It's not here, so but we're going to communicate that to you. Okay, so the social and welfare secretary, we have 13 invalid ballot papers. Mr. Nebo Badamasi had 77 votes. Mr. Olufakule had 80 votes. And Mr. Jude Edia has 101 votes. So the winner for the position of Social and Welfare Secretary is Mr. Jude Edia. Mr. Jude, can you come forward, please? For the position of the Assistant Secretary, we We have 9 invalid ballot papers. We have Mr. Charles Ogutade with 124 votes and Ms. Nneka Obala 148 votes. So the winner is Ms. Nneka Obala. Okay, we tell her that. And the position of secretary, we have 9 invalid ballot papers. We have Mr. Ben Ivianian, 65, and we have Ms. Anu Choku, 207. So, Ms. Anu Choku is our next secretary. Can you come forward, please, Anu? Thank you. For the position of Vice President, we have 6 invalid papers. Dr. Timothy Olusan has 36 votes. Mr. Uche Njoku has 115 votes. And Mrs. Temi Ajayi has 124 votes. Thank you. And for the position of the president, we do not have any invalid ballot papers. Mr. Emete has 24 votes. Mrs. Remy Yusuf has 114 votes. And Mr. Fred Alala has 143 votes.